Good morning. I warmly welcome you to the NTA News at 10. My name is Edidi Ongba. I hope you had a beautiful night's rest. Welcome. A quick reminder that this news telecast is coming to you live on our StarTimes platforms, Channel 103, on Facebook and on YouTube. Do well to engage with us on these platforms. We welcome your feedback. Christian fathers in Uyo joined their counterparts the world over to celebrate this year's Father's Day, where clerics emphasized the importance of fathers taking care of themselves and their families. John Paul Alumuna captured the mood of the celebration in some churches in Uyo.
The atmosphere was that of celebration in most churches in Uyo as fathers were celebrated by their children and the entire congregation. The 2025 Father's Day messages were the same as Christian clerics urged the fathers to continue to play leading roles in their families and be good examples to the younger generation.
So we are looking at men as leaders, leading their families to God, leading their children to God. Whatever they want their children to become, they are the first assignment that they must begin from them, and thereby the world to follow them suit.
The critical role of God is that we should help humanity and creation. So no father should be selfish. No father should only concentrate. I keep telling, if you have finished raising of your children, there are still children we can support. Those in the motherless babies, let's not forget them. We can extend scholarships to such children.
If the father is not there, a lot of things will go wrong. The father is the priest of the home. The father is the one that upholds the moral standard of the home. And therefore, every father is expected first to be close to God so that he can now be able to impart godliness to the children.
They should try their best to maintain that position, that they should try their best to take care of his family, that they should try their best and live up to God's expectation.
Others admitted that the enormous works on the fathers can be overwhelming, but they should continue to take responsibility for the sake of posterity.
So if you are a God, there is a God Almighty. So that means you become that God that they look up to, and then you provide, you see vision for the family.
Thank God that Akwa Ibom State is still a state of peace. Still enjoying the status of being about the most peaceful state in the country. These are the things that only God can do. It's not because of our carefulness, it's not because of our righteousness or faithfulness. It's just God has chosen to favor us with all that. So we have reason.
When you show love in every ramification, your children will emulate. Gone are the days that men were said to be violent to their wives. But nowadays, we, the modern fathers, we are preaching that you love your family.
To look up unto God, because God is the ultimate. Without God, the Bible says, it's not him that willeth, nor him that runneth, but it is the Lord that showeth mercy. When you are a youth, when you are a young man, a young girl, all what you need to do is to look up to God.
Some worshippers wish fathers well on their day.
Today, I want to wish all the very amazing fathers out there a very beautiful outing, a very lovely Father's Day. That God will continue to bless them. God will continue to help them.
So happy as a father to be alive, not just being alive and healthy, to celebrate Father's Day 2025.
The services featured choir renditions by the Men Fellowship of various churches in Uyo. John Paul Alumuna, NTA News.
Every year, fathers around the globe are celebrated for various roles and contributions to the society. But beyond the nomenclature and the day's observance every June, there are concerns on who a father is and what roles they play in families. This is probably not unconnected with an increasing degradation of societal values and norms attributed largely to the absence or near absence of a father. Etienne Noibanga hit the streets of Uyo to find answers on the place of the father in the society.
Father is somebody that takes care of you, that provides, understands, and makes sure everything is fine in the family.
A father is a man who owns a family.
That when we are talking about a father, is a complete human being, a complete man. A man whose responsibility is to take care of his own children.
Different meaning of fathers from a cross-section of the people sets the tone. While some see a father as a man in relation to his child or children, others view fathers as providers who are responsible for the total care of their families.
They are a father that is not even cares about their children. So that kind of a man should not be celebrated. We are celebrated a man who have integrity.
For another school of thought, fathers are promoters of peace, progress, and societal values with capacities to inculcate discipline even amongst non-biological children.
Parenting is the role of two people, the father and the mother. And each of them has a specific role to play to make the family stand on a balance. There is no one that will be able to keep the family without the other.
Beyond different expressions of a father, the Father's Day, celebrated on the third Sunday of June every year, is an opportunity to honor this category of men. It's a day to show appreciation for the love, support, and guidance that fathers provide. The theme for the Father's Day 2025, Fathers, Nurturing Resilience and Shaping Futures, highlights the significant impact fathers have on their children's development and well-being. But observers are worried about the growing concern of the father or the father figure in the life of the family units or society at large. What are possible reasons?
Marrying to satisfy social expectation has been very predominant. People do not actually know what marriage is. And the worst thing is that these days people gauge marriage on the financial scale.
The Lord will bless fathers to be righteous and godly in an ungodly world.
As Christians and Nigerians celebrate Father's Day 2025, there's a clarion call to allow a moment for all and sundry to appreciate the fathers, father figures, and paternal influences in our lives. These individuals, they affirm, play a vital role in shaping lives and futures, and their contributions deserve recognition. In Uyo, Etienne Ibanga, NTN News.
Away from Father's Day celebration now, stakeholders of the All Progressives Congress APC Akwa Ibom State are assuring Governor Moyne of their support and solidarity in the Akwa Ibom State project. Kelvin Samuel, who interacted with some party faithful, reports that some persons are resigning from the PDP to the APC since the defection of the governor.
It is no longer news that the governor of Akwa Ibom State and many of his appointees and other state actors have moved from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress. This mass movement of the governor's supporters is trickling down to the wards and units across Akwa Ibom State, with different stakeholders meeting their people for political alignments. The question here is, how ready is the Akwa Ibom State APC to receive and absorb this number of people without any crisis?
Everybody is going to be carried along. Everybody would be the harmonization process, the integration process. It would take some time, but eventually, it's a normal thing. It's a normal. So no need to get hyper. No need to get very alarmed. No need to worry.
There's no way you will have the numbers of members that we are currently having now in Akwa Ibom State under the APC family, where you will not have one or two misunderstanding. Of course, we equally have a mechanism in our party, in our constitution, to resolve every issues that, if at all there will be any, that will rise.
You don't like other parties. You got APC today, you have all the privileges, all the rights, as someone that joined 10 years or so ago. So they come in, there will no cause for alarm.
With the All Progressive Congress now in charge of the state affairs, the people are looking forward to the possible economic benefits from the center. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTN News.
We'll pause and take a break now. More news after. Stay with us.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24-hour power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotel.
At NTA Television College Jos, you will dive into exhilarating hands that will fuel your passion in education and propel your career to new heights. We don't just teach, we craft the next generation of media leaders. Explore our diverse offering, understanding the personnel matters and issues in the public service, basic development communication, financial reporting under IPSAS, and interpretation of public sector accounting standard IPSAS, audit, internal check and control management, video camera maintenance, new technologies, optics, fiber, IP technologies, automation, storage management, and wireless technology. Challenges and opportunities in the secretarial profession in the digital age. Digital marketing, basic drama, online reporting, understanding the provisions of the revised public service, audio engineering operations and maintenance, camera operations, intermediate drama. Mark your calendar. The second quarter of 2025 is your launch pad. This is your moment to seize the future. Announcer Management.
Thank you for still staying tuned. Reactions have continued to trail June 12 presidential speech to Nigerians, as many say it is commendable, while others, however, disagree. John Paul Alumina, who sampled the opinions of some Nigerians, came back with this report.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on June 12, 2025, addressed Nigerians, highlighting some critical issues that affect the country and also revealing the journey so far in his administration. The president also conferred national honors on the presiding officers of the National Assembly and posthumous awards to some distinguished deceased Nigerians, including King Sarowa. These Nigerians say have great impact on the healing process and sustenance of democracy.
I wasn't really pleased because I had expected Mr. President to want to consolidate on the gains of June 12, which opened the eyes of the country to the fact that there could be injustice where leaders want to suppress over the years. Critical national questions is supposed to have addressed has to do with electoral reforms. You cannot strengthen the practice of democracy where we still have in our law books, or we don't have in our law books, that a governor or president cannot defect. If you defect, there's a consequence.
The judiciary, the court of law, is no longer the whole of the common man. Now his speech has nothing to do with development, job creation. Now giving post-mortem honors to Ken Sarowa, of what benefit is it to us? Expected to hear that in 2 years, I've created 1 million jobs. These people are working here. In 2 years, I've created 2,000 industries. These people are working there. In 2 years, we are looking at electricity. Till now, we don't have electricity in Nigeria.
We need to involve in more awareness, more employment. Let it not be that until you have somebody that have somebody, that is when you will be employed. There are people that are qualified for this job, but they are not getting the job because they don't have anybody. A 26-year-old child is grown up to marry and grown up to stand on his or her own.
Others charged the president to do more on education and address other critical issues affecting the common man like poverty, unemployment and insecurity, as well as food crisis.
If we can look back and look at the plight of Nigerian workers, and address the welfare of Nigerian workers, he will have done a lot in trying to bridge the gap. Because now there's a very wide gap between very tiny people, who control larger volume of the resources compared to very large number of people struggling with very tiny proportion of the resources available to Nigeria. So that it should be the responsibility of government to be concerned about the welfare of Nigerians, and the take-home pay of Nigerian workers is fundamental.
Nigerians are hopeful that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led federal government will implement policies that will lift many Nigerians out of poverty. In Uyo, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
Have you ever wondered about a world without different cultural practices? As you provide answers, there is a need to ponder on the popular saying that variety, which is the spice of life, is probably the driving force behind this well-packaged Arts and Culture Summit for children in the state. Uziba Chibon captured the event and now reports.
The summit brought together children from public and private schools, educators, cultural advocates and artists to explore the rich diversity of indigenous arts, dance and traditional games.
This platform will help us to select, it will help us to select the children. It will help us to also groom them, and make them ready for national, international competitions in arts and culture.
For other dignitaries, including the Head of Service Akwa Ibom State and Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, the summit is to rekindle and sustain the cultural heritage of the state and to expose Akwa Ibom children to the practices of their forebears.
This council has made every effort to contribute effectively to art and culture in Akwa Ibom State.
And the council is doing is in line with the vision of the Arise agenda of the government, which the Ministry of Culture and Tourism is promoting.
Introduced in the council since he came on board, which have rejigged, repositioned, and ultimately breathed fresh air into this once dormant government department.
I'll be able to impart knowledge of what you have found here, what you've been able to do here, what you have seen your colleagues do here when you get back to your different schools.
With the theme, For Every Child, Culture, My Motivation, My Voice, keynote speaker Mr. Sunday Umana insists that the summit is a powerful platform to help the children connect with their roots while developing their creative talents.
To invest time and other resources is in the child. So what we give to the child today is what he or she will manifest many years after you must have left the planet Earth.
It was then time for cultural displays. Highlights of the event include a variety of traditional performances and games. According to some staff of the council, the leadership of Mr. Wana Joshua has brought life back to the council.
Children Arts and Culture Summit has never been like this before. But thank God for Dr. Wana Joshua that has taken this very establishment to the global view.
They all agree that the Children's Arts and Culture Summit continues to be a beacon of hope for promoting cultural pride. In Uyo, Utebe Achibon, NTA News.
All right, we'll pause and take another message and we will be back.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Thank you for still staying tuned. At the beginning of the year, most people, especially Christians, create themes, while others come up with New Year resolutions to guide them throughout the year. As Christians wrap up the first half of the year, they continue to express hope of achieving their set goals. Emedi Omo reports.
Every year, people set goals to improve themselves or change their habits. This process is called New Year resolutions. Churches are not exempted, as new themes are created to guide their members. Guess what? We are about to wrap up the first half of the year. How many people have actually achieved their set goals? Clergymen maintain that it is normal for people to set goals and essential to commit their ways to God for their plans to actualize. They urge Christians to give thanks and expect God to fulfill their purpose in life.
A victory will be sustained by God. And 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 57 says, "But thanks be to God who has given us victory." So God is the one that gives us, and we believe that victory is going to continue into the second half of the year. From July, that victory to December, we will not live in defeat.
The first part of the year, I just come to an end. My advice to the people in the world is that we should hold on to the teachings of God and to the sound doctrine of God, that at the end we shall achieve more than expected.
We are telling all the members, worshippers, not to be weak, that their hands should be strong, they should not be weak, because their works, in every work we do, there shall be reward. And we have reasons to testify to the glory of God that God has rewarded everybody.
Some Christians express hope that their dreams will materialize.
My expectations are great. I know I will be one of the best the next quarter of the year, and everything I ask of God, it shall come to pass in full. I am a blessing to my generation.
I have seen God, multiplying me in so many ways. God is making me fruitful in a lot of areas.
This is a special year which the Lord has planned for me, and it has really come to manifestation. New things has come to my life, and it will still continue to come in Jesus' name.
It's normal for individuals to have New Year resolutions, but matching plans with actions are necessary for the needed change to happen. In Uyo, Emediomo, NTA News.
And the Akwa Ibom State Police Command has declared 3 persons missing. Abasie Kem Hansen Henshaw, who resides at plot 93 G Linewood Housing Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, aged 22 years old, dark in complexion, 4 feet tall with no tribal marks, speaks Ibibira and English languages fluently. In a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer DSP Tim Von John, it indicates that Abasie Kem left home to the said school for Project Defense Uyo on May 5th, 2025 and has not returned back. All efforts made to trace her whereabouts has not yielded any positive result. Also, Wanekaite Michael Ben is declared missing, aged 19 years old. Kaite Michael is 5 feet tall, dark in complexion, has no tribal marks, speaks Ibibio and English languages fluently. She resides at Idoro Road, Uyo, a 100-level student of University of Uyo. She left home to visit her sick sister in a hospital to an unknown destination and has not returned home. The police has also declared one Kolawole Akintola missing. He is 65 years old, dark in complexion, has no tribal marks, speaks Yoruba and English languages fluently. He resides at number 9 Old Ring Road, Offerback Road, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. He was last seen on the 18th of May 2025. Kolawole Akintola left home to church program with his wife, after which he returned home as the wife joined others for a rally. All efforts made to trace his whereabouts proved abortive. The Akwa Ibom State Police Command is therefore requesting the assistance of members of the public who may have useful information on their whereabouts to contact the Police Public Relations Officer at the State Headquarters, Ikonopanabia, through GSM number 0913-258-1335 or report to the nearest police station, while further steps are ongoing to trace and reunite them with their families. And that's the news this morning. Thank you for being a part of it. Join us again later this evening for another package. Do have a very beautiful day. Good morning.